In this episode, we go on one of the most beautiful drives in far north Queensland, and also one of the most challenging as we head up to Cape Tribulation and the Daintree rainforest. Good morning, everyone. So we have just woken up. Actually, we've not just woken up. We didn't stay here last night. We stayed at our friend's place in Palm Cove. So thank you so much, Anna and Richard, for allowing us to stay on your property. But we've driven down to the beach this morning because it's so beautiful. And so this is where we're having coffee this morning. And it's just a 5-minute drive away. Check this out. As you can see, the beach is pretty much deserted and it's such an absolutely stunning spot. This is probably one of my favourite places in the world. How cool to be able to come and have morning coffee here.
Morning, folks.
Where are we going today?
Well, we're heading north, which is pretty cool. After checking out dinosaurs and amazing gorges and stuff like that, we're finally going to head north, see how far we get.
Today we're going to do probably what I think is the most beautiful drive in the world that I have ever done. The drive between where we are now at Ellis Beach and, well, basically between Palm Cove and Mossman or Port Douglas. Follows the coast and it looks like we're going to have a beautiful day for it.
On the road, here we go.
Let's go. Just turned off the main road and now we're heading down to the Daintree ferry, which is going to take us across the Daintree River and up to Cape Tribulation. So this is the World Heritage Daintree National Park, Daintree rainforest ahead of us. So we're coming down now to where we catch the ferry across the Daintree River. We have just arrived at our campsite at Noah's Beach in very near Cape Tribulation, and you might be able to hear the ocean, but I want to show you this amazing campsite. So from the van, it's just a short walk down this path. I mean, how amazing is this? It doesn't even seem real. Now, of course, there is one problem with camping at the beach here. Let me show you. That's right, folks, we are in crocodile territory here. We have to be very mindful to not go swimming in the ocean unless we want to get eaten by a crocodile. No thanks.
Alright.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
We're just packing up this morning. We are going to be heading further north, leaving our campsite here at Noah's Beach, Cape Tribulation. And today we are going to drive up the Bloomfield Track. So I'm pretty excited about this drive today. How are you feeling about the drive, Nigel?
Oh, amped. Yeah, like it's going to be pretty full on. Into forward drive, no doubt. Maybe even crawler gear to get up some of those steep inclines. So yeah, we're no rush, so we'll take it easy and hopefully beastie and get us up those hills.
We've come to the lookout at the top of Cape Tribulation. Well, it's not quite the top, but it's along Cape Tribulation. So looking north, we get to see the ocean. So from here we're seeing where the Great Barrier Reef and the ocean meets the Daintree rainforest. So this area here, Cape Tribulation, is where two World Heritage areas meet. So we're down on the beach here, and this is where our friends Jimmy and Sarah saw a crocodile in the water just last week. And the lookout that we were at is just up there. So we're looking out across this beach. So we've just parked up here in the Cape Tribulation village, and then behind me there used to be a road that went down here, but the road has now been replaced by a children's park, and then across the road is Ocean Safari and the cafe there. So I have very fond memories of being at this giveaway sign here at the end of this now non-existent road with my dad way back at the beginning of 1994, and we had come for the day to Cape Tribulation. We went down to the beach and then we were stopped at this giveaway sign here, and Dad said to me, which way do you want to go, left or right? Left, of course, that way, heading back home, and then right goes up this way up the Bloomfield Track. So we actually went right and went all the way up to Cooktown, which is the way that Nigel and I are going to go today. When I did it then, it was in the wet season, so it'll be very interesting to see what it's like today in the dry season and 27 years later. God, that makes me feel old. So this is it. We're about to pass on to the actual Bloomfield Track here. Any moment we're going to run out of sealed road. So that's it, we're now on the dirt road. Bloomfield Track has officially begun. So we're 4 kilometres in to the Bloomfield Track, and we just had to stop to see this giant tree. So we're just coming up to a river crossing here, going into low range four-wheel drive. Bumpy. And this is the first one of the steep roads going up. This is where that coaster was off down the side, just there the other day, I think.
Oh yeah, it was.
The coaster that was towing the Suzuki Vitara. You can't see on the camera how steep this is, but it's kind of as steep as any road we've ever driven up, and this isn't the steepest because it's not even one of the sealed ones. So I've just stopped here at a section called the Donovan Range, looking back down over the coast. You can see these little fringe reefs just right by the coast. Obviously it's a long way to the outer reef. I'll zoom in.
Here we go. Looks like we're away again.
Here's another creek crossing, but this one's actually dry, but it's very rocky.
That sharp rock right there.
Yeah.
That's through.
So this should be fun, 31%. Let's see how we go. This is where the steepness starts. Holy shit.
That's nuts, so.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's my heart starting to skip a beat.
Can't actually see on the
Come on, beast.
camera how steep it is. It's very steep.
This is crazy. You pushed in the back of the seat.
I know. It's kind of
Bit of anxiety.
a bit of anxiety.
Come on, girl. Just sitting at 2,000 revs. Just second gear. Forward drive. Low range. She's doing it nicely.
So they've even got grooves in the concrete here to help with traction as we go around these corners, and it gets even steeper. Someone didn't make it.
Bit of a graveyard. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, look at this guy.
Get on you, mate. You're a weapon.
Wow, that was a dude on a bloody bicycle. Was it an e-bike?
I don't think so. Pedaling hard.
That was cool. And of course, what comes up must come down. So now we're going down a very steep 27%.
On the first low range here.
First gear, low range, Nigel just said.
Otherwise I'm just on the brakes the whole time.
It's really awesome through here. We're just coming along the river. There's a lot of river section there, and we're actually coming into an indigenous community called Woojul Woojul. So now this is how you cross the Bloomfield River, on this bridge. Not down there, how Dad and I crossed it 30 years ago. Yeah. We've just stopped for lunch. We're right along the banks of the Bloomfield River. We have finished the Bloomfield Track, which was absolutely amazing. I didn't remember it was as cool as it actually was. So we'll get Nigel's thoughts on that in a moment, but let's just have a look at where we've stopped for lunch. So here's the river. The obligatory crocodile sign. I'm going to risk life and limb. And it's amazing, you can see right through to the ocean. There's a couple of boats pulled up here. Really incredible. So Nige, tell everyone your thoughts on driving the Bloomfield Track.
Yeah, well, I knew it was going to be reasonably challenging, but to be honest, it was actually more of a hairy road than I was, expecting. And credit to the sprinter, nicknamed the Beastie, it performed admirably. So yeah, down into forward drive and crawler gear without that low range, man, you'd be stuffed. So all in all, pretty happy to get the other side. And yeah, it was I think the uphill bits where you felt yourself go back in the chair made you realise just how insane those 30+% inclines were. and also going down. So we're in first gear, low range, going downhill, to stay in control. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Awesome.
So we have completed the Bloomfield Track, but no trip up the Bloomfield would be complete without stopping off at the Lion's Den Hotel for a celebratory beer. So let's go do that. Wait.
Yeah, you just go back, you come that way, you come back, go back to the road, and turn right.
And practice sessions on the whiteboard training and as much as possible.
Yeah, so it's sort of whatever. Yeah, cool.
Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Cheers.
Yeah, we survived Bloomfield. Salute. It's good.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Join us next time when we head up to Lakefield National Park and a real off-road adventure in Cape York. See you next time.